Hello Sagittarius, how's it going? Thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. I'm Sarah, and we are about to get into a general reading for you. I'm vibing off of full moon vibes that are situated in Taurus or Gemini. So Taurus being in sidereal, sort of like actual placement of the moon in the constellation from the position that you would be looking at from Earth. Also, if you are following tropical, then it would be Gemini with the even distribution of the chart. Okay, so for the Sagittarians out there, this one is for you. We have the Page of Pentacles. Someone got this in their reversed, in the outcome, final outcome of their reading. I can't remember which sign, but you could be also dealing with the same individual. Page of Pentacles reversed is somebody who is really toxic and unhealthy and very, very immature and a bit of a thief. Unfortunately, dealing with somebody who doesn't have a good attitude about money, so they just are a bit of a, perhaps like a freeloader even. They definitely are an energy sucker, that's for sure. They could be an earth sign as well, so you might be dealing with someone who's a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. I think it might have been Taurus, actually. Yeah, it was Taurus that got the Page of Pentacles reversed. We have the Hermit crossing that card. So despite this individual, like this could be you needing to step up for an individual and light their way, continue to do that activity to sort of show them how to stay wise, stay true to yourself, almost stay boring, like not boring, but just dealing with a daily grind, getting through day-to-day mundane activities is like the wisdom that you will find from the Hermit. The Hermit lights the way. They are like the creator of the cycles, and especially through darkness, like just getting through each day when you're, say, for example, going through a period of grief. The Hermit will light the way for you to get through each day until you finally reach that point. That's the light at the end of the tunnel. So more earthly, more earth-like energy here with the sign Virgo. And we have the Knight of Wands overlooking the situation. The Knight of Wands reversed. So this person, like, maybe you feel like the universe doesn't have your back, but this could also be an individual that's really just like a negative, like having a strong negative impact on your world right now. Also, maybe this is you not being consistently there for others who need you to be there for them. If that's the case, I mean, we should have a look and see what's in your subconscious, because, you know, we have that whole as above, so below dynamic. So how is this reverse Knight of Wands impacting our subconscious for the Sagittarius? And there's a lot of conflict. You might be really fighting this young person, this page, really battling, like, or there's just some type of inner conflict that you're experiencing to have some good solid ground beneath your fire. And you're really struggling to solidify and create like a solid foundation that will keep you grounded through periods of conflict. And it has to do with maturity. Like this is about you perhaps realizing that you're the adult in the situation. How resentful are you of a child? How bitter are you towards circumstances that are things that you have no control over? How difficult are you, like, how much are you resisting opening your mind to different ways of seeing things? Like, everything isn't black and white. Everything, like, do you subscribe to binary thinking? Do you subscribe to, you know, traditional gender norms? Do you subscribe to basically things that are should have been a thing of the past, like a long time ago? These are questions that you should be asking yourself, because you have the power to light your own way too through this shit. You got this. This is working for you. Don't fuck it up. Oh my gosh, RuPaul. RuPaul is in the house. We were watching AJ and the Queen the other day. Good times. Maybe you need to watch that and open up your mind to some shit. Jeez. All right. We got the 9. So anxiety isn't an issue for you. You've dealt with your anxiety in the past. And whatever issues, this conflict that you have, and that could be part of, like, that could be part of the problem. Like, you've been through some shit, you've dealt with it. You may be a little overconfident about your capacity to deal with things. You may think that you are quite righteous. That is certainly a possibility. I find, like, Sagittarians are fabulous, and you all are, like, very good with boundaries and being detached, and that's a strength. But when you are too good, like, if sometimes you need to come to terms with the fact that your shit stinks too, and that you need to connect in order to be a little bit more, become more relatable. Damn. Yeah, it's too big of a chunk. Okay. The Star reversed. So you're really losing hope, sadly. Despite not being overcome by, nightmares and anxiety, like, your dreams are not haunting you in any way at this time. You really are going to be faced with looking at the reality of what an imbalance of give and take looks like, or the I want to say ramifications, but no, it's almost just like the consequences. Consequences is feeling hopeless and struggling to find balance between give and take. So reciprocity within relationships, balance of give and take. Oh, we have alternates. Oh, no, just kidding. So we have the 10 now. We're moving from the 9 to the 10 within your past and your attitude. So again, I feel like this is just reiterating the fact that you've overcome a great deal. You're secure in yourself, and you've gone through quite a bit of mental turmoil. You've learned a lot about certain things. And unfortunately, though, like, you still have issues related to not real, like, issues related to accountability. Your lack of accountability is causing a great deal of conflict, or is about to. And maybe you're jealous. Sometimes, like, reversed fire signs are often a little bit jealous, whether they, are expressing it covertly, or, like, what's the other word? overtly or just being blatant about it. Knight of Pentacles reversed. So again, not being grounded. Why aren't you grounded, Sagittarius? What can you do to ground yourself better? Like, do you need to go to church, to ceremonies? Do you need to connect? Get yourself on the land even. Maybe like a late, like, also people may think that you're lazy, that you don't want to take care of your home, that you don't want to take care of your chores. Perhaps you're burnt out, or it's not a priority for you for whatever reason. And it doesn't make you, perhaps like people just find it distasteful somehow. But either way, like, you're just not protecting your home. You're not protecting your body even. Like, when you surround yourself with people that suck your energy, that you're constantly fighting, like, it manifests physically. So how does that look like? Can you start getting honest about yourself about how that manifests physically? Like, or how are you carrying yourself? Like, you may not be anxious, you may be holding it together, but like, what is your body going through in order to do that? That's serious. That feels serious to me. And like, how are you connecting with your ancestral lineage? How are you open to that? Are you open to it? You might be cut off. I'm feeling like you're losing out on something. You're missing the mark even. Yeah, let's move on. You're cut off. There we go. I just said it and it came through. You're afraid of being stuck in a state of like indifference. You understand that the opposite of love is indifference. That's part of this smarts that you get from the Hermit. So that's something that you are afraid of, not being loved, not being connected to love, not experiencing love because of having to survive through emotional, like a Three of Swords kind of trauma. And we have a couple of cards here. We got the, wow, holy fuck, dude. Unhappiness all around. Wish fulfillment is not in the near future for you. Like, again, this lack of hope. So on one hand, you're not losing anything. Like, there's no point of grief here. This is just being dissatisfied, thinking that your life, what you had planned in your life, is not what you had planned for your life. How you wanted your life to look is not at all what it is, and you may feel like you've lost all hope. But again, you will find a spark, a glimmer of hope, because you know that a new cycle is on the horizon eventually. And yes, things did not play out how you had planned and expected. But that does not mean that it is no longer a possibility for you. It just may feel like that. That's heavy. That's some heavy feelings. Yeah. A lot's being taken. There's a lot of people in your life that are not on your side. There's a lot of people, it's like you're realizing how, it's almost like an awakening. You know, the Hermit leads us to awakenings, and awakenings are really shitty things to go through sometimes. It's not like people talk about spiritual awakenings like it's this fucking aha fabulous moment of clarity. And usually it's like this aha fabulous moment of realizing how fucking shitty the world can be and realizing that you only have your soul to account for. So how are you going to nurture and take care of that in a world where you have no control over anything but yourself, and you're lucky if you have 100% full control of yourself? Like, that's a blessing. So this is a bit of a this is a very like dry and heavy read, but it's one of those necessary evils that I think is going to take you to where to a new level of understanding. So focus on this light that is, centered in a glimmer of hope when there is none. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best, Sagittarius. Take care, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.